And just remember, if you take financial advice from somebody with dreadlocks, it's your fault if you lose money. Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to take a look at the gold to silver ratio, and we're going to use it to identify bull markets in the silver price. At the end, we'll compare it to the general market to see if it's a good investment or not. As you can see, here it is. This is the gold to silver ratio. This represents how many ounces of silver it takes to equal 1 ounce of gold. 1980, for example, you got to a low of about 15 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. And then we go over here to the, let's see, March 2020, took 125 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. And what I've noticed is every time where we go through a multi-year period where the silver increases its value relative to gold,
the silver price goes up.
you see it's trending downwards here. Again, over here, just going to identify these points real quick. Here we go, down to here, from here to here, from here to here, to small run right there. Stretch that out a little bit. So now we've identified these periods of time where silver gains in value relative to gold. Now I have the silver price here in this pane below, and we're going to compare what the silver price does in these same time periods. And we'll go up to there. Starting right there, we go up to about here. Doesn't look like. All right, all of these decreases in the gold to silver ratio correlate with an increase in the price of silver. Now go ahead and use the measurement tool and we can see exactly how much they gain. Let's see. We have a whopping 1400% on this one. Let's go ahead and add that in there. All right, so I've gone through and I've labeled the percent increases in both the silver price and the S&P 500 over those same periods of time that correlate with all of these decreasing gold to silver ratios. We got 1400 versus 7%, 125% versus 47%. This is the only one where the S&P 500 wins, nearly 200% to 66%. Let's see, silver up 200%, S&P 500 up 33%, silver up 376%, S&P 500 up 50%, 47% to 13%. And then during the pandemic, 75% silver, 61% S&P 500. Now this is not comparing the S&P 500 the whole time, because clearly if you're going to sit in one of these, you go all the way back to here and up to there, you're looking at nearly a 9,000% gain. If you put money into the S&P 500 in the mid 70s, you would have had a nearly 9,000% gain, whereas with silver we're looking at a 900% gain. So I'm not telling you that silver is going to be a better performer over time than S&P 500. Just that during these periods of time, when the gold and silver ratio is decreasing, it almost always correlates with not only an increase in the price of silver, but a silver outperformance of the S&P 500. Now you might be asking, what do I do with this information? What I might do is consider buying silver or silver equities when the ratio is up 85 to 90 up in this area, and consider selling silver or silver equities when it comes back down to the into this area. And again, this is not supposed to be advice. You're supposed to do your own due diligence. This is just meant to educate you, meant to give you a different perspective, give you an idea of how to make your own informed decisions. All right, thanks.